Hello there. This is Cheryl Lentz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Thursday. I was supposed to be on at 3. I came on at 4. I got back yesterday late in the afternoon from my little mini vacation, and I was exhausted, and I had just a ton of paperwork to do and things to go through and people to contact, and it's been a little bit crazy busy day. So I am here an hour late. I'm not sure who's going to be joining me. Hi, Carla. Thank you for joining me. So I am going to do a, hi, Barb. Yay, y'all. I didn't even send out a warning because I looked up and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm an hour late. But, so this is the project that I had planned to do when I was in Prairie du Chien. I had packed up all of the things to do it, and I've come to you before from a hotel, but that was during the blackout, so I couldn't use the internet. So I just had to go down to the casino. So that was fun. Anyhow, what I'm going to try to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remake a card that I had in my Kismet class. I'm going to make it, it was with all trees using the Beauty of Friendship stamp set. And I am going to make it into fall trees. We're going to use an old technique, old but good, right, of the baby wipe techniques. So for that, you need baby wipes and you need re-inkers. And you're going to make your own little pad with multiple colors. So let's see how it turns out. I have not done one up ahead of time. I was going to do it, so it's a little bit like winging it. without doing that. And I also will show a close-up then of the cards that I made with the bloom while you're planted, where you're planted, bloom while you're planted. That would be good too, I guess. Anyhow, so let's get started. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'll show you these cards real quick and do a little, show you the inside and outside of the cards that I had put together. And then we'll get started doing the baby wipes technique. So Terry, you wanted me to write that on there. When I'm doing a technique, I would put it on the description. So when you're going through, you can find it again. So I am going to turn the camera around. When I turn the camera, I can't see what y'all are, who's here and who's watching. So please, please feel free to go ahead and write me a note. I love that. I love getting information from you guys. So here we go. Information, just a hi, that's all I need. A hello. All right, here we go. So I'm trying to get it straight. So these are the cards that I made with our Monkey Cut Kit Bloom Where You're Planted. So I did this one on, so this is a cut short so that you see this piece that's in the inside. And then what I did is I took some of those strips that are in the Monkey Cut Kit. I took one of the white strips and embossed it. And then I just glued them on here and cut it all to size so it would fit and sort of look like a tile background. Kind of interesting. This added a little bit more texture. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see. See how the texture pieces are in there? And then these are cut. These two are cut directly out of the DSP. The designer paper, and then this one I stamped and then cut it out with the dies. So kind of fun. And then this one I just used strips, and then I also used a leftover piece and I stamped the words on it. So the piece that was left from here, and there we go. That's that one. I put a piece inside too. And this one, so I wanted to use this tile stuff that I forgot what it's called. I can't think right now. My brain is not well. But anyhow, I cut designer paper to fit behind there. I just trimmed it up. And so I kind of just left that green, centered it. These are stamped. There's two. There's a bigger, like 3 leaves, and then there's one with 4 leaves. So I put them both in there, popped them up. And the little thank you, and then I put the wood inside, and ta-da. And then this is the one that I made last Wednesday. So there we go. All right, so let's get started. So here is the card. Put that off to the side. Here's the card. It got bent in my bag. This is the card I want to redo. So I did this one in the soft succulent and evening evergreen, I think I used. And now I'm going to do it in fall colors. So here's my setup for the card. I have a couple of them here in case I mess it up. I don't know. I never know what's going to happen here. So this one, and I'm going to do a little stamping on the inside piece too. So, all right. So to do the baby wipes technique, I have just a plate here, and you could do it inside of one of your stamp cases or whatever, but on the go, this is what I had pulled out to go. And so I'm just taking a baby wipe and folding it. So I'm going to make my own little stamp pad is what we're doing. So I just folded it like in thirds here. There we go. Kind of like a blanket. So there we go. And I'm going to take my stamps out here, put them on a block. So this one has kind of like a solid background, and then it has one where it's just pieces. I mean, this one. So here's one. This one is more solid, and this one is piece. Like that could be done in dark colors, and that would look like snow. But in this case, we're gonna add some colors to it and just see what happens. So here is my tree. Here we go. So I used the big ones here for the tree. Let's see, do I have a big enough block here? Yes. I'm just gonna put them on the blocks. That one is way too big. This is for an evergreen. That's not what I want to use. I'm gonna use this one. This is for the tree. There we go. Let's just try this first. So here's my little tree. So I'm going to stamp the tree first, because that's I'll go this way. I usually don't like to do that, but I'm going to do it today. And I'm using soft suede for the tree trunk, the tree part of it, minus the leaves. Here we go. So all I did on this was I stamped this, I want to make sure I'm getting it good and inked up here. Let's see how it looks. So I went the highest. I like to go different, kind of high and low. I don't know why that one had double there. So I'll stamp another one kind of close and just down slightly. So I have 3 of them together here. And then I had one that was quite a bit lower. So that one could look like that gave me room up here to put the verse. And then I went back up here. All right. So what I'm going to do with the baby wipes, I'm going to stamp one inside, I guess, here too. I like to have the inside decorated, so we'll just stamp inside here too. Not quite all the way up. There we go. So just one little tree. All right. So the colors I thought that I brought along were the soft succulent, shaded spruce, and Cajun craze. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put drops of our reinker. So I have Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to put a couple drops on this wet baby wipe. There we go. And Cajun Craze. Look, I packed this stuff up to go and then didn't get to use it. And I was like, oh my goodness sakes. That was sad. And pumpkin pie, I believe. Yep, pumpkin pie. Okay. So we're going to put some pumpkin pie in here and there, and all around the block. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, this is the one that's going to be all different colors. I thought that I would do one and stamp it off and then do a darker one over it. Let's just try that. So here I'm just inking this up, kind of moving it around so I get all those different colors in there. I'm just going to stamp it on here and take a look. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. You don't want to blend too much around because you're going to blend all your colors and you want to see the different colors. So here's the first one. Ta-da. So you're just pushing it in. You want to have enough ink on there that that's kind of cool. So you can see the yellows and the dark Cajun. We're just going to have some beautiful fall trees instead of all just the greenery. So all I'm doing is filling in here. You could leave it with just that one actually, but we're going to put the other one on too. Oh, let's not forget the inside tree. There. Okay. And now we're going to do it again. I'm just going to turn the plate. You can see how all the dark is on one side more, not switched around. Let's try turning the plate opposite. And I'm just going to go over it with this one too. It just makes it fuller. There we go. Oh, it's sloppy. I made a mess there. Filling in my trees. Now on the first one, I used this one also to create kind of bushes underneath here. So I'm going to do that with this one too. I'm just going to put little bit so it'll almost look like piles of leaves underneath here instead of the bushes. It'll just look like leaves in there. We'll do some over here too. There. Ta-da! So here is stamping it. So on this one, I stamped it first with the soft succulent, and then I stamped it with, I believe this is Evening Evergreen. But on here, then we stamped it with the soft suede, and then the 3 reinkers. So it looks, ta-da! We've turned it into a fall picture. Fall cards, very pretty. I was gonna put in, do we have a set, just a thank you, a birthday set that you can just grab, birthday, just words. I'm just looking for words. Because I'm putting it on this same, of course, my sister would call when I'm online. That's what happens here. So I'm wondering, I think I might put in between here a little bit of the green, only because I'm going to put it on that same base. I'm not going to switch out the base. So I'm going to use, let's see here, I'm going to use this one and put a little bit of green in there too. Here we go. Just going to stamp it off so it's dry. And just take a little bit of this soft succulent and put it in here too. Oh, it's really dark here. We'll lighten it up. I'm going to stamp it off. So I have a little bit. There we go. There. It gives it a little more texture, a little more interest, and I can still put it on the same, I'm going to put it on the same card. So I think, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. We'll say hello, and then we'll say happy birthday. Make it into a birthday card, because I think this would be a great guy card. So we're going to say hello, and then we'll say happy birthday in the inside. And because I'm going to leave that green on there, I'm wondering if I should I think I'm going to go ahead and do the words in the soft succulent. So that brings my green in. I can use the same base, even though I have the fall cards. I'm just going to stamp it right up there. Hello. And then we'll say happy birthday here on the inside. Here we go. Thank you, Julie. Here we go. Okay. Happy birthday. There. Ta-da. Put it together. Now I did use, I have some twine to put on the front. Let's see if my glue will come out. I have not done any stamping since I got back. I was doing that paperwork part of it. I prefer the stamping part of it. Paperwork isn't as much fun as the stamping, but it's all part of it. This is the bonus when I get to just stamp. There we go. And here, this one, we're gonna put that on. Doesn't it look pretty? It made a big difference when you compare the two. Now we could do one with just the trees and no leaves on, and do a winter one. What do you think? Maybe that's what I should do with it. I had two of these setups. I could do one with just the trees and have a winter scene. Then I would like to get like a cardinal or get something, a bird or something on there. Okay. There, and here's my twine. So I think I doubled this up twice. Yeah. So I want the bow over here. I kind of balanced it off, so I'm going to put the bow over here. So I start out here holding enough of the string to tie a bow with. And then I'm just going to wrap it twice around. And then I like to catch all of them, go underneath, and do a tie here. Whoops, I knot it first and then tie the bow. There we go. And then I'll tie this bow. This one's longer, so I'm going to let this one do the more work here, wrapping around. Okay. Pull the bows so it can be even. And I'm going to put it down a little bit. So I'm just going to squeeze the card and move it over there. And we're going to move it a little bit up. Oops, come here. There we go. Oh, a little more this way. This way, that way. It's like moving furniture. No, just a little. Off to the side, just a little. My boys love that. Not. I'm just going to make these a little smaller. There. We'll cut off our wings. And then put that on the card base. I put it up on dimensionals because everything is kind of flat, and I like to have it popped up a little bit. Give it a little more interest. There we go. So you can experiment with all different colors. Excuse me, with all different colors for your, it looks really pretty with flowers for your water or the baby wipe technique. And it looks kind of cool. So you could have one color in the center and then go around with different colors, or mix and match it like I did. I think for the fall it looks really nice to do that. Here we go. There. And then we'll put this one inside. Ta-da. There. All right. There. So we made a summer card into a fall card with the baby wipe technique. Same stamps, different words, but I mean same stamp, just adding that multiple colors, 3 different colors in there for the leaves. Added a little bit of stamped off green underneath here just to make it match so I could use the same. Boy, I wish I got this one kind of bent. There we go. So that's the baby wipe technique. It works out nice to have it on a plastic tray just so you can wipe it off, use it again. And that is a great use of your re-inkers. So if you don't buy those, I always suggest to people to buy the re-inkers, because if you're using a lot of flat surface stamps, you're going to need the re-inker. For $3.75, it's a great thing to have to re-ink your pads, and then also just for this purpose to use some different techniques with the re-inkers. So that's it. I am going to turn the camera around. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. There's 2 Lyns. Hi, Lynn's. Here we go. All right. So there we go. Baby wipe technique. Try it. I'm sure you have. Bring it out. It's one of those things that, you know, we forget about sometimes, those oldies but goodies. So thank you for joining me. I will show you some more tomorrow with the baby wipe techniques. I'll get some more cards done up and show you those tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So it'll be short and sweet. We have the holiday buffet tomorrow starting at 9 to noon, and 3 to 6. So we'll be busy here making holiday cards. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have a question, please let me know. If you have a request, please let me know. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Oops.